The negative side of 5-star reviews. Now, if you are a writer, one of the dreams is to have somebody leave a 5-star review about your book, exclaiming that it was the best book they've ever read, that it was amazing, and that you really changed their lives, or you've made a big difference, you entertained them for the couple of days that they were reading that book. And it's nice to get those reviews, don't get me wrong, I love getting a 5-star review, or I love getting a good testimony from anybody. It does lift you up. But while that is all good and well, there are a negative side to 5-star reviews or getting good testimonials. Now, what are they? Well, one of the things is that people are dubious. Unfortunately, we are now living in a skeptical society where some of us have seen behind the curtain, and we have seen how easy it is sometimes for somebody to fake their reviews and, have people maybe from some other country write the reviews for them and put them all over the place, making them look like they're fantastic. So because of that, then, some of us have maybe seen a couple of consumer shows and have seen how that has happened. And if people do go to your book and they do find that everybody is giving you 5-star reviews, it starts to smell a bit fishy, that there's something going on here. Because at the end of the day, not everybody is going to like your writing, not everybody's going to like you, not everybody's going to like your content, and they are going to be more than happy to tell you that is the case. So if you find maybe that you are getting a lot of 5-star reviews and that is the only thing you're chasing, be aware, because it may put your readers off. Because even if you go over to like a book that's well known and well loved, like the Harry Potter books, you'll find that it isn't a perfect 5. You'll find a lot of people, for all the fans that love it, there are going to be people who hate it, who wish it would be taken down, and that it is, anti-religious or whatever. They have some beliefs that think that all this witchcraft is something that children shouldn't be reading about, and they are more than happy to slate it in the reviews by bringing all those topics up. So if you do go over to Harry Potter, you'll find even that's not a 5-star reviewed book. So if you think that you and your book deserves a ton of 5 stars, I'm here to tell you that it isn't. And if you have a mixture of reviews on your book, whether that's 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, that probably will seem, more natural if somebody is going looking to buy your book in the Kindle store, if they find all that kind of varying levels. Because, as I said, you can't be expected to please everybody. You're going to have the extreme fans on one end, you're going to have the people who hate you at the other end. So that is one of the things you need to be aware of when it comes to 5-star reviews. Don't chase them. Be happy enough when you do get a couple of 2s and 3 stars, because it might maybe take down your overall 5-star rating, but it will make your book seem more natural. And you will find people will probably read through those reviews, the lesser ones, just to find out what people really hated about that book. And they may find when they do go through those, that those arguments aren't relevant at all. Now, that's one thing of why you should be wary of getting tons of 5-star reviews for your book. Another thing then too, that is a disadvantage of getting 5-star reviews, is that you'll feel that you are a better writer than you are. Imagine if you were getting a ton of 5-star reviews all the time. Wouldn't you assume over time that the whole world loved you, that you were the best writer ever? But as I said, if you went over to a book like Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling, which I would call her a very, very good writer, or maybe an excellent writer. Some people might argue with me at that point, but I don't really care. But if she is seen as an excellent writer and people are giving her maybe 1s, 2s and 3 stars for her book, how can you expect that you, who are probably maybe further down from her, how can you expect that people should give you 5-star reviews? Because if you do get 5-star reviews all the time, it does give you this kind of self-delusion that you are untouchable, that you are hugely talented, and sometimes we need those lower reviews. We need the 3 stars or the 2 stars where somebody may point at something and say, well, something, I like the book but this character was weak, or the storyline was weak, or something like that. And that sometimes is legitimate criticism, and it is something that you can take on board and change in yourself and improve on. But if you are getting 5-star reviews all the time because everybody is loving your content, you're not going to learn anything from that, because those are all your fans. They're probably not going to give you any criticism. They're not going to tell you that their character at the end of the book sucked, or that your storyline shouldn't have gone that way, or why did you write a sequel or whatever, because they are your fans. They want to praise you all the time. So if you are getting those 5-star reviews, it does sometimes make you think that you are more talented than you are. So having the odd bad review is sometimes a wake-up call, and it does sometimes highlight points maybe that you're weak at and that you need to work on. Now, the third and final disadvantage of a 5-star review is that you will only do things that you are comfortable doing. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you were writing a series of books, if you imagine you were J.K. Rowling and you released the first Harry Potter book, it got all 5-star reviews. So of course you start making some good money from it, and then you realise there's an audience there. So of course what you do is you go back to that audience again with another book, and then you would go back to that audience again with another book. But if you are chasing down the 5-star reviews all the time, giving your audience exactly what they want, you will find over time that you'll probably resent them. You may have an idea and think, well, Harry Potter, I've moved on from that character, I want to go on and write something else. But what if I do write that, and what if I only get maybe 1 star and 2 stars and 3 stars? What if I don't get my 5-star reviews? And you will find maybe if you are getting those 5-star reviews regularly, it's kind of like a security blanket that you don't like leaving. You don't like going off, taking on new challenges, creating new storylines, going off in a completely different direction, maybe going from fiction to non-fiction, or going from non-fiction into fiction, because you are afraid of losing that audience. You're afraid of losing the momentum you have built up because everybody was giving you 5-star reviews, and you're going to chase after that, like a dog after a hare, rather than thinking, well, this is something I want to do for me, because if I keep going along the path that I'm at, I know eventually I'm just going to quit. It's going to be, it's going to be too frustrating. It's going to be too routine, too mundane to keep doing the same thing over and over again, even though you are getting 5-star reviews. So give that some thought this week. If you are somebody maybe who is into self-publishing, who is constantly chasing after those 5-star reviews, I'm here to tell you that there are some big disadvantages in it. Not everybody is going to like you and your work. Not everybody is going to like you as a writer. And not everybody wants you to change from where you are right now. So give that some thought this week if you are maybe thinking, well, I need more 5-star reviews. The 2s, the 3s, the 4s, they're all welcome. And as I said, when it comes to somebody buying your book, it's more natural if you see some people criticising your book, or some people pulling it apart, or some people maybe pointing out some weak points about you, because they are things, if they are kind of honest and genuine, that maybe you can take on in the future and improve about yourself. So give that some thought this week if you are maybe in the self-publishing game and you are constantly chasing after 5-star reviews. There are some big disadvantages in it. Now, if you'd like to know more about self-publishing, or if you'd like to know more about how you can go from words to wealth, you'll like the free report I have up on the Writecom site. If you come over to Writecom, that's WRITECOME.com, you can pick the free report up there, and I'm going to show you a number of ways. Anyone, you don't even need to be a great writer, how to make money from your words, and you can pick that up at the site. Now, if you'd like to know more about me, or if you'd like to chase down these videos or the podcast, if you do a search for Writecom, again WRITE, you'll find all the content all over the web. Or if you'd like me to cover a question of yours in an upcoming video, don't be afraid to reach out to barryjmcdonald@gmail.com, and I'll have a look at tackling that question for you and answering it in an upcoming video. So as always, thanks for sharing your time with me again today, and take care and have a great day. Bye bye.